If you are focusing on things that do not help you to get people to actually click on your book, then you are focusing on the wrong things. If somebody wants to buy a book on Amazon KDP, Amazon actually gives them 5 information about the book at first. Now, in any niche whatsoever, these 5 informations about books are always displayed to customers before the customers now decide to choose what they want or what they don't want. So the first thing is actually the book cover. Now, every book on Amazon must have a book cover. Now, the book cover is actually the biggest element among all these 5 things that Amazon is showing people, because that is the thing that Amazon believes that is the most important thing about any book. See, your interior is not as important as your book cover. A lot of people actually get it wrong. Your interior is going to be important to you at the long run. That means when people have actually bought your book, they have gone through your book, they like it, then they leave a review for you. That's where your book interior actually matters. But when it comes to the initial sales of your book interior is not as important as your book cover. That is why I always recommend spend a lot of time creating book covers. This is one of the biggest problems a lot of people have when it comes to Amazon KDP. They'll be spending money on ads on book that is not even attractive for people. So they're just wasting their money. The next thing that you should focus your attention on is your book title and subtitle. A lot of people don't know that their book title and their subtitle can actually make people click on their book or not to click on their book. Your title is supposed to be a hook, something that should actually get the attention of people. Now, learning how to write book titles in such a way that it can actually get people's attention to click on your book is an invaluable skill. And that is actually one of the most important things you are supposed to know if you want to make money from Amazon KDP. A lot of people just think title is about keywords. Book title is more than keywords. There's a psychological background when it comes to book titles that a lot of people don't even have, because when people read your book title, it's going to determine whether they are going to buy your book or not. If you just only focus on stuffing keyword in your book title, you're not even going to get sale at all. Now, if you want me to make a video on how to craft best-selling book titles and subtitles, let me know in the comment section so that I can actually make a video about it for you. The next thing that is very important when it comes to making sales on Amazon KDP that a lot of people ignore is reviews. This is something that Amazon displays to people at the beginning of your book. What review does for you, it gives your book authority. It gives your book public proof and validation. A lot of people don't focus their attention on generating reviews, especially when they finish publishing their book. That is one of the most important things you are supposed to do immediately your book goes live on Amazon, generating reviews, because you want customers to think that your book is actually good. And the only way they can actually trust your book so well is when there are other people that are saying good things about your book. Generating reviews is something that you must do. Ideally, your book should have about 25 reviews for starters if you want to make good sales on Amazon KDP. If your book does not have any review or just 1 or 2 reviews whatsoever, your book have not created enough social proof to make people on Amazon click on it and want to buy the book. See, the more reviews you have on your book, the more authority your book have, the more social proof your book have, the more sales you are going to make. People on Amazon will rather buy books that already have good reviews than books that don't have reviews or bad reviews. So what you are supposed to be focusing your attention on in order for you to get people to actually click on your book and buy your book is reviews. Get reviews, get your reviews up. Your reviews and ratings are very, very important. You want to be focusing on 5-star reviews, nothing less than 5-star reviews. 5-star reviews is what you want to get because it just signals to customers that this book is a good book to buy because other people are saying good things about it. The next thing that you should actually focus on that really matters to get people to click on your book or not is your book price. A lot of people don't understand the psychology when it comes to price. Amazon intentionally puts the price of every book on display for customers to see it before customers even make any decision, because they know that price is a critical factor for people when they are making decisions to buy or not. Now, when it comes to price, every niche have an average price that people are willing to buy when it comes to that niche. For example, if you go to a niche and you realize that the average prices of books in that niche is between $12.99 to $8.99, most books in that niche fall under that category. Most beginners, when they want to now make their own book, they'll be like, let me price my book lower, because if I price my book lower, people are going to buy because they like cheap things. Generally, books are low ticket items. So you hardly find a book on Amazon that is $500 or $600. Books are actually very cheap. So if you are now making your book cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, it just tells people that this book, there's no value in it, especially if you are just starting. The royalty you are going to get from the books you sell is going to be very low and you're not going to make money from it. So don't be focusing your attention on pricing your book very cheap. It tells the customer that your book has low quality, and it also at the end of the day hurts your sales. It's not a smart way to actually sell books on Amazon KDP. The best best way to price your book on Amazon KDP is to actually to price it on the high side of the average. Now, for example, if the average price of books in that niche is $12.99 to $8.99, it is better to price your book at $13.99 or $14.99 or at least $12.99. So when people see your book, they automatically assume that your book has a lot of value to offer because it is actually priced high. So don't undercut yourself. And the benefit of doing that is that even if you don't make a lot of sales in terms of quantity, you can actually make a lot of money. So for example, if you're in a niche that each sale you make $5 per book, you only need 20 books to make $100. Set your price at the high end of the average price in any niche that you find yourself in on Amazon. Now, the last thing that really matters, that I consider the most important thing, is even more important than your book cover, is the bestseller badge. So a book that actually has a bestseller badge on it will generate 10 times more than a book that doesn't have a bestseller badge. Bestseller badges are Amazon telling customers that this book is actually good. So when people see that your book cover is very attractive and you have a very catchy title, plus you have good reviews, and your price actually signifies that your book has value, if you now add a bestseller badge to that particular book, your book is going to fly on Amazon. How do you actually get a bestseller badge? Now, bestseller badges are calculated based on the category that the book is in, right? So if you want to publish a book on Amazon, focus on the category that you want your book to be in, because there are some categories that are very competitive, and to get a bestseller badge in that category is very difficult. But if you put your book in a category that is not very competitive, it is easier to get a bestseller badge. And how do Amazon actually calculate the bestseller badge? Bestseller badges are actually calculated every 1 hour. Amazon adds the session time plus the sales volume of that particular book. What does that simply mean? Amazon will calculate the number of people that spend time on your book. So for example, when somebody clicks on your book and the person is reading the description, person is looking at the A+ content, reading the reviews, the time that they spend on your book plus the amount of sales you get every hour, they will add it together. Now, the book that actually has the highest session time and the highest sales per hour in that particular category is that book that Amazon now gives the bestseller badge. Now, when you have a bestseller badge on your book, ad become extremely very profitable for you. You are going to be generating a lot of sales. You have actually differentiated your book from every other book on that particular niche, and it gets the attention of people. So try as much as possible to focus on getting a bestseller badge for your book. It's actually going to save you a lot of time and energy. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button right now. Now, other things, of course, like your A+ content, your book description, and other things, they do matter, but they don't matter as much as these 5 things that I have mentioned in this video. So focus your time and attention on these 5 things if you are going to make money on Amazon KDP. Now, one of the things that is actually very important when it comes to making sales on Amazon is running ads profitably. A lot of people don't know how to do it. They waste their money running ads on Amazon KDP. And if you have tried to run ads on Amazon KDP and have not been seeing good results from it, I've developed a very simple way that you can actually run ads on Amazon KDP and get results from it. If you want to know the exact system that I use to do that, then you should watch this video here where I break down the step-by-step process that you can actually use to run ads on Amazon so that you can make money profitably without spending too much.